Hey, what's up guys? Working on a 2005 Chevy Silverado 1500 with the 5.3 liter. Going to show you how to replace the AC belt along with the AC belt tensioner. And in order to get the AC belt off, you do have to remove the main serpentine belt. So I'll pretty much show you how to replace that as well. Of course, you're going to want to pop your hood. So then with your hood open, you want to locate your serpentine belt here. Now this truck does have the electric fans, which does make this job quite a bit easier because you don't have the clutch fan in the way, but you can still work around the fan without having any issues as well. So what you want to do is locate your belt tensioner pulley, which is going to be this one right here. We need to grab a 15 millimeter and we're going to press down on that, and that's going to relieve the tension off of the serpentine belt, and then we can slip it out from underneath this idler pulley. And you may want to take a picture of this before you start to take this apart, just so you know how the belt is routed. Or you can come over here. They do have this underneath the hood here you can refer to. This shows the belt diagram. And then you can see our AC belt is back behind there. So we need to take the serpentine belt off to gain access to that AC belt back there. So I like to grab a 15 millimeter 3/8 breaker bar. You can use a socket wrench or just a normal wrench if you want to, but you're going to get onto this pulley right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to press down on that. So press down. That's going to relieve the tension off the belt. And now I'm going to slip this from underneath this idler pulley here. So slip that out, and then you can start to slowly release the tension off the belt here. You may want to pop it off of the belt tensioner pulley as well, because you can see where it's going to get close to that plastic intake snorkel there. So just slide that off. Relieve the tension there, and then you can slip this belt off. Down around the crankshaft pulley. And there's your serpentine belt. Next, you'll want to remove your belt tensioner. So if you notice, you have three 15 millimeter bolts. You got one there, another one here. The other one's right underneath this pulley here, kind of hard to see. If you wanted to, you can remove this upper intake that goes through the throttle body from the air filter, but there is enough room if you don't want to take that off. So I'm just going to remove these three 15 millimeters here. We'll get those broken free. So get all those broken free, and then we'll remove them. So here's the one bolt that's underneath the pulley there. And if you notice, this one here is a little bit shorter. So just try not to get your bolts mixed up too much here. And as for this last one here, just be careful as you're pulling this off that you don't drop the actual tensioner. So just make sure you got a hand on that. You're going to pull that one out. You can see that one's a little bit longer, and then you can get your belt tensioner out of here. And then now would be a good time to replace your idler pulley as well. That's just going to be a 15 millimeter. You just break that free, untwist that bolt out, and then the whole pulley comes off of that. So now we can do the AC belt. So your AC belt tensioner is going to be right down there between your AC compressor and your crankshaft pulley there. So you want to take a 3/8 ratchet with an extension here, go inside the belt tensioner there, and then I can pretty much just move this with my fingers here. You can see how that tensioner, there's hardly any spring back in it. So definitely need to be replaced. Plus you can see all the cracks in the belt there. So I'm going to press down on that. And now as I'm doing that, I'm going to slide the belt off of the tensioner pulley here. So if I get back in here, just push this off of the tensioner and then just kind of let this go spring back. Pull that out of there. And now I should be able to get the AC belt off the rest of the way here. So just get that around those pulleys there. And then get your belt out of here. So now to get the AC tensioner off, if you notice, you're going to have a 15 millimeter bolt there to the left, and the other one's going to be underneath the pulley to the right there. So you're going to have two 15 millimeters. I'll show you how you can get this one on the right from up above here, and then that one on the left is going to be pretty tight, but I think we'll be able to get it from underneath the vehicle there because you have this cross member in the way, so it's really hard to get a socket or a wrench in between there. So what I got here is just a 3/8 ratchet with a 15 millimeter and a small extension. Get this one on the right, kind of just have to go off a feel. You'll feel when you're kind of on that 15 millimeter. So I'm on there right now. I'm gonna break this free. Get that broken free. And then I'll probably just take off my socket wrench here. And then I'll just use the extension with the 15 millimeter to get this out the rest of the way here. If you guys wanted to, you could probably take off the front skid plate. You got 4 15 millimeters there if you wanted to gain a little better access to this, if you didn't want to reach way down here, or if your fan was in the way. So I'm going to pull that out the rest of the way here. Let's see if I can reach my hand under here. Might have to move my camera here. Just trying to get this bolt out of here while holding the camera is kind of hard. Let me just go a little more. There we go. So there's that bolt there. And like I said, this other one here, let's go down. We'll climb underneath here. We'll see if it's easier to get access from down below there. So then what you'll do is you'll climb underneath the vehicle here. So this does have a lift on it, so it makes it a little bit taller. But you can see there's the front differential there. You got your idler arm here, and then that bolts right above the idler arm here. Not sure if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can pick that up on camera, but that's the 15 millimeter we're gonna take off. So I'm gonna use just a 15 millimeter wrench to get that broken free right there. Like I said, it's pretty tight down in here. Just gonna get onto that. Hopefully break this free. So I'll just pull down on that. There we go. Get that broken free. I'll twist this out the rest of the way here. So you can see now that is loose. And it might be easier if I go up above and try to pull that off. So let me do that. So get that twisted out. And then you can remove your tensioner from up above here. So now let's take a look at our old parts and then our new ones. So this serpentine belt that I pulled off, you can see is a Dayco one, and this one's still in good shape. The owner of this truck replaced it not too long ago, so this one is still good. So I am not replacing that today. As for the tensioner, not sure if he replaced that at the time of the belt. Looks like it's probably the original one, but he doesn't want to replace this right now. So we're going to reuse this. I just wanted to show you guys how to remove the tensioner, and I'll put a link in the description for a brand new tensioner, brand new serpentine belt that fits this truck, and then also that idler pulley as well, which I recommend replacing while you're doing all this. As for the AC belt and tensioner, you can see here's the old AC tensioner. So this is probably the original, I'm assuming. These are usually the Linton's brand. You can see, yeah, this one's made in Canada. That's where they're made. And that's actually what I replaced, or I'm going to be replacing it with. You can see this is the part number right here. And this is the Linton's. I got this on Amazon. Check out my description there. I'll put a link in there for this and the belt, which I got on Amazon. You can see it's pretty much the same exact thing as the factory one. So probably the same brand and everything. So I'll be replacing it with that. And then as far as the belt here, you can see the old belt. Like I said, you can see this one is just horrible shape. Looks like it's probably the original belt on this truck there. But definitely needed to be replaced. So I went with this mile marker. I think this is from Continental brand. But there is the part number. Again, got this on Amazon. This was super cheap. So I'm just going to pull this out. We just want to measure it up and make sure it's going to fit. You can see the new or the old belt's definitely stretched out, so this one's going to be a lot tighter fit, but we should be good. So now let's get the new tensioner on, and then we'll get our AC belt followed up by the belt tensioner and then the serpentine belt. So I'm going to bring the AC tensioner back down from the front there, just give you guys this bottom view. It's a lot easier, that way I can get both hands in there to get this kind of started on the bolt there. So bring the new tensioner down, we'll get this lined up, and then try to get that one bolt started. Get that in there with a few threads. And then before I tighten that one down below there, I want to make sure I can get this one in first. So just going to put the bolt onto my 15 millimeter. Try to get this, do this with one hand here. Just want to get this one started as well. So I think I'm in there. And my camera's starting to fall here. But I should be on there. Let me adjust this camera and we'll get that one tightened. Get my wrench on here. And we'll get this one snug. Okay. And then of course grab your 15 millimeter. We'll get this one snug. So let's get that as tight as you can. And you should be good. So grab your new AC belt. I'm going to try to get that around the crankshaft pulley here. Then I'll go back behind the tensioner. Get that kind of sitting back there. And then I'll go around the AC compressor here. It's going to be a pretty tight fit because this belt isn't stretched. So get it kind of looking like that. And then we can lift it up once we relieve the tension and then get it around the pulley here. Trying to do this without my camera falling is kind of hard. So I'm going to get onto the new tensioner here. Press down on that. You can see our belt is down there. So now I'm going to use my other hand here. Just going to lift up on that belt. So now the smooth part's on the pulley there. We're in our grooves on the AC compressor, and then also on the crankshaft pulley here. So we're totally in the grooves on each side. You can see the AC belt right there. So we should be good for the AC belt. So then you grab your new tensioner, or in my case, I'm going to be reusing this. I just wanted to show you guys how to replace it. If you guys aren't, then you don't have to remove this belt tensioner. So the smallest bolt's going to go in the very bottom hole there, and then the other two long ones are the same size. Those will go on the two sides. So get this kind of lined up how you need it, or how it's going to go in there. I'm going to try to get this bottom one started, a few threads. And then this one underneath the pulley here, and then also this one here. And just to make this faster, I'm going to use my electric ratchet to tighten these up. And it looks like I need an extension. So just like that, now I'm just going to get these, make sure they're nice and snug by hand here. If you guys want to use a torque wrench, you can. The torque for these 3 bolts is going to be 37 foot-pounds. But if you get them nice and snug by hand, you'll be all right. Okay. And you can follow the diagram that's displayed here on the front cover, or if you took a picture of it, it's pretty simple on these 5.3s to route. So I'm going to start out on the tensioner pulley here. I'm going to get back behind that. But again, this snorkel for your intake might be in the way, so you may just have to kind of force that onto that tensioner pulley there. There we go. So you can just kind of push on that plastic if you need to. And now I'm going to come down along the crankshaft pulley. So down along that crankshaft pulley right there. Get in the groove portion of it. And my camera just wants to keep falling as usual. And there goes my light. Okay, got a replacement light here. So once you get on that crankshaft pulley, like I said, try and get in all those grooves. And then pull this tight. Now you're gonna go around the water pump pulley. And then back around the power steering pump pulley. And then up to your alternator here. So it should be looking something kind of like that. And then you can grab your 15 millimeter. We'll get onto the belt tensioner pulley. Again, I'm going to press down on this, and now I'm going to slide it underneath this idler pulley here. So slide your belt underneath that idler pulley. Just make sure that's nice and centered on there. Also on your water pump pulley, make sure that's centered. And you can relieve the tension, pull that off. Just double check, make sure you're in all the grooves on all of these pulleys here. Same with your belt tensioner pulley. And that's all there is to it. So now we can start it, make sure everything's good. Just make sure you don't hear any abnormal noises. And then just take a look underneath here. Make sure everything's turning like it should. So that all looks good. You can see the AC belt spinning back there, along with our Serpentine belt. So that all looks good. Then you can shut it off. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up the video. Again, this was a 2005 Chevy Silverado 1500 with the 5.3 liter. Showed you how to replace the Serpentine belt, belt tensioner, and then also the AC belt along with that AC belt tensioner as well. Pretty simple to do on these trucks, and hopefully this video helps you out. If it does, why don't you hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Got quite a few on this truck, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.